Okay, as we all know, there are many ways to sell projects. What we're going to focus on right now is increased asset values from doing energy retrofit projects. Let's do an example. Yeah, before we do the example, we need to understand what our customers' actionable hurdle rate is. At what point will they take action? What return on investment? What simple payback? This kind of, what financial criteria? And it could be 10%, it could be 20%, it could be 33%. If it was a 3-year simple payback, it would be about a 33%, just to give you an example. 5-year simple payback, then the company is willing to entertain a 20% return on investment. Once we understand that, we can then proceed with the following example. So let's say we have two identical buildings, A and B. Each of them costs $1 million a year to operate. And now we come in and we retrofit one of these buildings. So we retrofit building B, and basically we reduce its operating cost by $200,000 a year, which means you're going to save $200,000 a year compared to the other building. And this represents $200,000 of additional profit. Now you're going to get taxed on that, et cetera, but basically a penny saved is a penny earned. And most people are willing to pay more for a building that's going to earn them more profit each and every year. How much more? Here's how we can estimate the increased value to the building. It's actually quite simple. Remember the financial criteria of the customer, the required simple payback? Just like in any project, if a customer has a simple payback of, say, 5 years, that means they're willing to invest money as long as they get their money back in 5 years. And it's the same idea applied to this building. So if we had a $200,000 a year savings, we'd multiply by a 5-year simple payback, which means the customer would be willing to pay $1 million more for that building. This can also be applied using a return on investment hurdle rate, and instead of multiplying by simple payback, you just divide by the hurdle rate. So a 5-year simple payback, that's roughly a 20% return on investment. You divide by 0.20 and you get the same result. And it's worth mentioning also that green buildings have been shown to have higher rent and higher occupancy, which could have even more value to a real estate buyer. So going back to the simple payback method, in the real estate buying process, most real estate buyers have a longer term view than just 5 years. They might be thinking 7 years, 10 years, etc. In this case, it'd be 200,000 times 7 versus 5, which give you 1.4 million. Just an option. You might be conservative and say 5, but ask the customer, because you'd be surprised how long they're willing to entertain good investments when they're buying real estate. Finally, and we talked about this in the other videos, in addition to this increased asset value, you may have some depreciation or accelerated depreciation or other tax benefits that also add value. So it's just another way to present the information. So I hope this helps you sell more projects. I think it's very, very attractive. This has worked very successfully in the real estate market. They've been able to do lots of deals because they're able to present it with these high numbers, which is completely accurate, and another way we can show the benefits of energy efficiency projects. So I hope you enjoyed this seminar, and we'll see you in the next one.